The syncopated clock on the wall says it's time for another edition of the Eisenhower Hour, a fun nostalgic journey through American popular music and culture of the 50s. I'm Dr. Bob. From our solar-powered studio in Sun City Center, Florida's first planned retirement community, welcome to the show. Whether you lived through all or part of the 50s or enjoy hearing more about this wonderful decade, or are just now experiencing this memorable music, this podcast is for you. Since it's Halloween, we've chosen some special spooky songs, crazy songs, and some that are just plain stupid. Here's one of those. On stage, this guy rose up out of a coffin with a glowing skull on a wand, a snake around his neck, and wild boar tusks protruding from his nostrils. I'm talking about Screamin Jay Hawkins from 1956, Little Demon.
In the valley on the foggy hill rock stood a crazy little demon blowing his top. Fire in his eyes and smoke from his head. You gotta be real cool to hear the words he said. He did the that guy was mad. He had steam in his soul for the one he loved, so he had death on his mind. Cause Miss Demon let him go. He gonna run through the world till he understand his pain. Somebody help him get Miss Demon home again. He did that guy was mad. He made the sky turn green, he made the grass turn red, he even put pretty hair on grandma's bald head. He made the moon back up, he even pushed back time. He took the tootie out of fruit, he had the devil drinking wine. He did the that guy was mad. Miss Demon felt good cause she finally got across to the crazy little demon that a woman's still a boss. Down in the valley on the foggy hill rock, you can still hear the demon blowing his top. He did a that guy was mad. He pushed back night, brought in afternoon. He even made leap year jump over the moon. Took the 4th of July, he put in May. He took this morning, brought back yesterday. He did a that guy was mad.
We'll stay in 1956 for a while, long enough to hear the Clovers with their R&B hit, Devil or Angel.
Devil or angel, I can't make up my mind which one you are. I'd like to wake up and find. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I'll go out of my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I need you, I need you, I need you. You look like an angel, your smile is divine, but you keep me guessing, will you ever be mine? Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I made up my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love of my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and it shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Maggie Heath, babe, and it keeps it out of sight. You know when that shark bites with his teeth, babe, scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves, though, wears old Maggie Heath, babe, so there's never a trace of red. Now on the sidewalk, ooh, Sunday morning, lies a body just oozing life. And someone sneaking round the corner. Could that someone be Mac the Knife? There's a tugboat down by the river, don't you know, where a cement bag's just drooping on down. Oh, that cement is just, it's there for the weight to dare. 5 will get you 10 old Mackies back in town. Don't you hear about Louis Miller? He disappeared, babe, after drawing out all his hard-earned cash. And now Maggie Heath spins just like a sailor. Could it be our boy's done something rash? Ho, ho, yes, Sugie Tawdry, ooh, Miss Lottie Lenya, and old Lucy Brown. Oh, the line forms on the right, babe, now that Maggie's back in town. I said, Jenny Diver, whoa, Sugie Tawdry, look out to Miss Lottie Lenya and old Lucy Brown. Yes, that line forms on the right, babe, not that Maggie's back in town. Look out, old Maggie is back.
Mac the Knife took a light-hearted look at a gruesome character in Bertolt Brecht's play The Threepenny Opera. Bobby Darin used a swinging arrangement of the tune created for Louis Armstrong and turned it into a pop hit in 1959. Be sure to visit and like the Eisenhower Hour Facebook page. You can find playlists there. Just click Notes. Here's another guy you wanted to stay away from, TV Slim's buddy, Flatfoot Sam.
Flatfoot Sam bought an automobile, no money down, just a real good deal. Didn't want to work, just ride around town. Finance company put his feet on the ground. Oh, Flatfoot Sam, you're always in a jam. Flatfoot Sam stole a $10 bill, told the judge he did it for a thrill. Got 60 days, spend it fine. Thank the judge for being so kind. Oh, Flatfoot Sam, you're always in a jam. Flatfoot Sam got him a job the very same day. The place got robbed, the cats got away. They couldn't be found. They taken old Sam and they teared him down. Oh, Flatfoot Sam, you're always in a jam. Yeah, come on, Sam, now.
a chuck-a-luck game. Dice got switched, Sam got blamed. You pull a gun, shout out the light. Everybody holler, run for your life. Oh, Flatfoot Sam, you're always in a jam. Flatfoot Sam went on a spree, mad a girl weighed 603. Spent all his money, sold all his land. The next thing she did, she got another man. Oh, Flatfoot Sam, you're always in a jam.
Beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. Couldn't sleep and wouldn't sleep. Then love came and told me I shouldn't sleep. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. Lost my heart, but what of it? He is cold, I agree. He can laugh, but I love it. Although the laugh's on me, I'll sing to him each spring to him, and long for the day when I cling to him, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I.
You sing to him, spring to him,
and long for the day when I cling to him, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I.
There's another show tune that fits the Halloween theme of the program. From Pal Joey, Doris Day's version of Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered was her first hit record of the 50s. In the language of Southern gospel music, an old house was a metaphor for your body in the final stages of life. Stuart Hamblin wrote a song about it in 1954, and it became a big hit for Rosemary Clooney. This is Stuart Hamblin's original recording of This Old House.
This old house once knew my children, this old house once knew my wife. This old house was home and comfort as we fought the storms of life. This old house once rang with laughter, this old house heard many shouts. Now she trembles in the darkness when the lightning walks about.
Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more.
Ain't got time to fix the shingles, ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, not a mend no window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, I'm a getting ready to meet the saints. This old house is a getting shaky, this old house is a getting old. This old house lets in the rain, this old house lets in the cold. Oh, my knees, I'm getting chilly, but I feel no fear of pain, 'cause I see an angel peeking through a broken window pane.
Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more.
Ain't got time to fix the shingles, ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, not a mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need house no longer. I'm getting ready to meet the saints. This old house is afraid of thunder. This old house is afraid of storms. This old house just groans and trembles when the night wind flings its arms. This old house is getting feeble. This old house is needing paint. Just like me, it's tuckered out, but I'm getting ready to meet the saints.
Ain't you gonna need this house no longer? Ain't you gonna need this house no more?
Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to all the hinges, not a mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. I'm getting ready to meet the saints. Now my old hound dog lies asleep and he don't know I'm gonna leave. Else he'd wake up by the fireplace and he'd sit there and howl and grieve. But my hunting days are over. Ain't gonna hunt the coon no more. Gabriel done brought in my chariot when the wind blew down the door. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, not to mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. I'm getting ready to meet the saints.
Ready to meet the saints.
Looking at a man that's getting kinda mad. I had lots of luck, but it's all been bad. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. My fishing pole's broke, the creek is full of sand. My woman run away with another man. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. A distant uncle passed away and left me quite a batch. And I was living high until the fatal day. A lawyer proved I wasn't born, I was only hatched. Everything's against me and it's got me down. If I jumped in the river, I would probably drown. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. Shabby shoes I'm wearing all the time is full of holes and nails. And brother, if I stepped on a worn out dime, I bet a nickel I could tell you if it was heads or tails. I'm not gonna worry wrinkles in my brow, 'cause nothing's ever gonna be alright no how. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive.
The Hank Williams record, I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive, was climbing the country and western charts the day he died in 1953. You're listening to the Eisenhower Hour. I'm Dr. Bob. If you need to pause the podcast for a bit, this is a good place to do it. We'll be right here when you return.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long horn and one big eye. I commenced to shaking and I said, ooh-wee. It looks like a purple people eater to me. It was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
A one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
One-eyed
really came down to earth and he lit in the tree. I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, don't eat me. I heard him say in a voice so gruff,
I wouldn't eat you 'cause you're so tough.
it was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
One-horn?
I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, what's your line? He said, eating purple people and it sure is fine. But that's not the reason that I came to land.
I want to get a job in a rock and roll band.
Well, bless my soul, rock and roll, flying purple people eater. Pigeon-toed, undergrowth, flying purple people eater.
He wears short shorts.
Friendly little people eater, what a sight to see. And then he swung from the tree and he lit on the ground and he started to rock, really rocking around. It was a crazy ditty with a swinging tune.
Sing a bop bop a boop a lap a loom bam boom.
Well, bless my soul, rock and roll, flying purple people eater. Pigeon-toed, undergrowth, flying purple people eater.
I like short shorts.
Flying purple people eater.
What a sight to see.
Purple people.
Well, he went on his way and then what do you know? I saw him last night on a TV show. He was blowing it out, really knocking him dead. Playing rock and roll music through the horn in his head.
Tequila.
Sheb Wooley hit the top of the charts for 6 weeks in 1958 with Purple People Eater and didn't have another hit for 4 years. He resurfaced in the 70s as country comic Ben Colder. We're doing spooky songs, crazy songs, and some that are just plain stupid for Halloween. Here's one from Frank Sinatra, also 1958, Witchcraft.
Those fingers in my hair, that sly come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. Witchcraft, that crazy witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one that I'd never switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Magic has me in its spell.
Oh, black magic that you weave so well.
Those icy fingers up and down my spine.
The same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine.
Same old tingle that I feel inside.
And then that elevator starts its ride.
Down and down I go.
Round and around I go.
Like a leaf caught on a tide.
I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name and I'm aflame.
Flame, burn the desire
that only your kiss
put out the fire. For you're the lover I have waited for.
You're the mate that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine,
baby, down and down I go. Round and round I go. In a spin, loving the spin I'm in. Under the old black magic called love.
Oh, in a spin, loving the spin I'm in. Under the old black magic called love. In a spin, loving the spin I'm in. Under the old black magic called love. I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name and I'm aflame.
Flame, burning desire
that only your kiss
put out the fire. For you're the lover I have waited for.
You're the mate that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine,
baby, down and down I go. Round and round I go. In a spin, loving the spin I'm in. Under the old black magic called love.
Ah, in a spin, loving the spin I'm in. Under the old black magic called love. In a spin, loving the spin I'm in. Under the old black magic called love. Under the old black magic called love.
As popular as Louis Prima and Keely Smith were in nightclubs and on TV in the 50s, they only had a handful of hit singles. That Old Black Magic was one of them in 1958. Do you have comments, questions, or suggestions for future podcasts? You can post them on the Eisenhower Hour Facebook page. You can send me a message there too. If kids could travel back in time to the 50s, they wouldn't recognize Halloween. There were no garish decorations and fancy costumes from Walmart. In fact, there was no Walmart. Your mother probably made your costume. 2 holes cut in a bed sheet for a ghost, or some charcoal on your face, an old slouch hat, a dirty shirt, and a knapsack hung on a broomstick for a hobo. Your goodie bag was a paper grocery sack or a pillowcase, and you wandered the neighborhood with your friends, visiting the homes of people you knew, where treats were often homemade cookies and cupcakes. Back in 1958, before disc jockeys grew to loathe David Seville for creating the Chipmunks, they detested him for coming up with the Witch Doctor.
I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said that ooh-ee, ooh-ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. You've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser, and I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser, and he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. You've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser, and I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser, and he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Come on and ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang.
I took my troubles down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with the gold cap tooth. She's got a pad on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. She bent down and turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna mix it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like India ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes.
I took a drink.
I didn't know it was a day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed the top at 34th and Vine, you broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. I held my nose, I closed my eyes.
I took a drink.
I didn't know it was a day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed the top at 34th and Vine, you broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9.
The Clovers had their last hit record, Love Potion number 9, in 1959. The group had a pretty good run, more than 8 years on Atlantic Records. Here's a spooky tune from Beyond the Grave by Lefty Frizzell in 1959, The Long Black Veil.
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, there was someone killed 'neath the town hall light. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. The judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The sky flows high and eternity near. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes at night, when the cold wind moans in a long black veil, she cries o'er my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows but me.
You're listening to the Eisenhower Hour. I'm Dr. Bob. If you need to take a break and do something silly like go to work, hit that pause control right now. You won't miss a thing when you come back.
While I was walking down the beach one bright and sunny day, I saw a great big wooden box a-floating in the bay. I pulled it in and opened it up, and much to my surprise, ooh, I discovered a right before my eyes. Ooh, I discovered a right before my eyes. I picked it up and ran to town as happy as a king. I took it to a guy I knew who'd buy most anything. But this is what he hollered at me as I walked in his shop. Oh, get out of here with that before I call a cop. Oh, get out of here with that before I call a cop. I turned around and got right out of running for my life. And then I took it home with me to give it to my wife. But this is what she hollered at me as I walked in the door. Oh, get out of here with that, and don't come back no more. Oh, get out of here with that, and don't come back no more. I wandered all around the town until I chanced to meet a hobo who was looking for a handout on the street. He said he'd take most any old thing, he was a desperate man. But when I showed him he turned around and ran. Oh, when I showed him he turned around and ran. I wandered on for many years, a victim of my fate, until one day I came upon St. Peter at the gate. And when I tried to take it inside, he told me where to go. Get out of here with that, and take it down below. Oh, get out of here with that, and take it down below. The moral of the story is, if you're out on the beach and you should see a great big box and it's within your reach, don't ever stop and open it up. That's my advice to you, 'cause you'll never get rid of them, no matter what you do. Oh, you'll never get rid of them, no matter what you do.
No one knew what was in that box that Phil Harris discovered on the beach in 1950. The record label called it The Thing. Science fiction crept into the storylines for horror movies in the 50s. Many of them were cheap productions with laughable special effects. Not so with the 1951 20th Century Fox release Day the Earth Stood Still, which had a first-rate cast and director, a budget of nearly $1 million, and a unique score by Bernard Herrmann, his first Hollywood commission. Herrmann used the theremin, an early electronic instrument largely considered a novelty, to create an otherworldly sound that was widely imitated. Here's the theme from Day the Earth Stood Still by Bernard Herrmann.
Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps.
Famous Hollywood songwriter Burt Bacharach got one of his first jobs writing the theme song for the 1958 flick The Blob, a rare color sci-fi entry starring up-and-coming actor Steve McQueen. Paramount Pictures picked it up to run as a double feature with I Married a Monster from Outer Space. On the Eisenhower Hour, we have a little bit of history, a little bit of nostalgia, and a whole lot of great 50s music. Like us on Facebook to find out more. For Halloween, we're playing spooky songs, crazy songs, and some that are just plain stupid. You could probably put this one in all three categories. It's the one and only Nervous Norvus from 1956 with Transfusion.
Tooling down the highway doing 79. I'm a twin pipe papa and I'm feeling fine. Hey man, dig that. Was that a red stop sign? Transfusion, I'm just a solid mess of contusions. Never, never, never gonna speed again. Slip the blood to me, bud. I jump in my rod about 9:15. I gotta make a date with that chick of mine. I cross the center line, man, you gotta make time. Transfusion, oh man, I got the cotton-picking convolutions. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Shoot the juice to me, Bruce. My foot's on the throttle and it's made of lead, but I'm a fast-riding daddy with a real cool head. I'm a-gonna pass a truck on the hill ahead. Transfusion, my red corpuscles are in mass confusion. Never, never, never gonna speed again. Pour the crimson in me, Jimson. I took a little drink and I'm a-feeling right. I can fly right over everything, everything in sight. There's a slow-poking cat, I'm gonna pass him on the right. Transfusion, I'm a real gone pale-face, and that's no illusion. I'm a never, never, never gonna speed again. Pass the claret to me, Barrett. Rolling down the mountain on a rainy day. Oh, when you see me coming, better start to pray. I'm a-cutting up the road and I'm the boss all the way. Transfusion, oh doc, pardon me for this crazy intrusion. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Pump the fluid in me, Louie. I'm burning up the freeway early this morning. I am a-passing everybody, oh nothing but corn. Man, out of my way, I don't drive with my horn. Transfusion, oh nurse, I'm gonna make a new resolution. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Put a gallon in me, Allen. Oh, barnyard drivers are found in two classes, line crowding hogs and speeding jackasses. So remember to slow down today. Hey, Daddy, oh, make that type O, huh? Attaboy.
Aka teens got together in the back room of a record store and ended up with Woohoo, a surprise hit in 1959. Let's close this Halloween edition of the Eisenhower Hour podcast with another song from Screamin Jay Hawkins. Despite his outrageous costumes and stage antics, Hawkins was a classically trained singer with a wide vocal range. This was his showstopper in 1956, I Put a Spell on You.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Yeah, I can't stand. Woo! No running around. I can't stand. No putting me down. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, yeah. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Oh, oh, I love you. I love you. I love you anyhow. I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
You've been listening to the Eisenhower Hour, a fun, nostalgic journey through American popular music and culture of the 50s. The Eisenhower Hour is a podcast production protected by the copyright and trademark laws of the United States of America, with music rights licensed by ASCAP and BMI. Like us on Facebook and let us know what you think of the show. And join us again next time for another edition of the Eisenhower Hour. Until then, this is Dr. Bob reminding you to try something different this week.